Hello, everybody, and welcome to an Innistrad draft. This is classic Innistrad. It's flashing back on MTG Online, and so I'm excited to dive in. The rare is Back from the Brink. Exile a creature card from your graveyard and pay its mana cost. Create a token that's a copy of that card. So that's pretty powerful if you can fill your graveyard up. There's also Tangible Virtue, which isn't particularly good. The Air. That's pretty scary if you have some vampires going on. Scab Goliath can be big, but it's a 6-drop. I don't want to start with that. I mean, this one's a much more powerful 6-drop. You could just get to flashback all of your creatures. There's Deadweight as a removal spell. Interloper can be pretty scary, especially with a card like Air. I mean, Air seems pretty scary. There's also, I mean, I think it's between this Rakish Air and this Back from the Brink. I mean, if you can curve like Vampire Interloper into Rakish Air, that's pretty scary. And it includes itself, so it just snowballs really effectively. And this one's like really slow and dirtily. I'm going to take the Rakish Air. It's more narrow, but it feels more powerful to me. And maybe the Vampire deck won't be as contested. There's a Vampire Interloper immediately. What's the Inquisitor? Protection from vampires, werewolves, and zombies. First strike vigilance for 2 mana is already pretty good. There's also Brimstone Volley as a removal spell, and then there's the Vampire Interloper. I think I'm going to take the Brimstone Volley. This card can just play with itself and other red vampires, and pairing it with removal seems like a good way to force it through. The Elite Inquisitor seems solid, but double white is hard. It kind of strains your mana. Not that this card's not like super narrow as well. What's this card do? Another human dies, put a counter on the cannibals. That's not necessarily the best. There is a sacrifice theme in white-black generally, though. We're going to take the Brimstone Volley. So one of the things about Innistrad is there is like a classic self-mill strategy that you can go for. There's like spider spawning, shenanigans. There is like white-green aggro. There's red-black vampires, red-green werewolves, blue-black zombies. Ludwig test subject. Let's zoom in on this guy. Hatchling counter. And if there are 5 or more, all of them transform it into a 13/13 trample. So you have to spend like 10 mana to get that. Not sure if I want that. Target opponent sacrifices a creature. You gain life equal to toughness. There is a Vampire Interloper. There is Night Revelers. Not necessarily the best. Dread, 3 mana 2, 3 flyers, solid. I think I could take the Interloper, or I could take Travel Preparations and abandon my first 2 picks. My first 2 picks are pretty solid, though, but we will keep in mind that we've seen this Travel Prep. But it's a gold card. You have to play specifically green, white. You might be able to wheel the other Vampire Interlopers. I'm not sure about that, though. This card's not particularly good. Ludwig's test subject is okay. Spirit, pretty solid, but I really like the kind of idea of the vampire thing here. There's another vampire there. What's this? Traitorous Blood, you steal a creature. Tormented Pariah. Yeah, that's not particularly good. 3/1 life link for 3. Also not the best. This card's kind of like goes in that travel prep deck that we saw. Stitcher's Apprentice is okay. Pilgrim seems like a pretty good card, though. I think it's between the Pilgrim and the Patrician, but Patrician does not seem like a priority. So we'll just take this in case we end up transitioning. Wow, Lab Maniac. That card's a heck of a card. Pretty sweet. What else is there? We're not gonna have to prioritize Bump in the Night. I do like Dark Thicket Wolf. That's a pretty good 2-drop. Between Labman and Dark Thicket Wolf. Win the game if you have no cards. We haven't really seen the self-mill stuff. I'd rather take the Wolf. Give myself options to play different aggro decks. Victim of Night's a pretty good removal spell. Even though it doesn't kill everything you care about. Reckless Waif. It can transform into a 3/2 pretty easily. Target creature can't block this turn. This card's really good too in the Vampires deck. Might even just be better than Victim of Night. Because there are a lot of werewolves, vampires, and zombies. I'm going to take the Crossway Vampire. Neonate attacks each combat whenever it deals damage, put a counter on it. That could be just the card for my deck. Seeing that's kind of a good sign. I'd rather have it than that. Possible someone get first strike. That could be good for my deck. But yeah, getting a 2-drop vampire. I guess we're about to see if we wheel any of our interlopers. Nightbird's clutches could be good. Not really in the mark for Furor. So we did not wheel the interloper. Or no, maybe it's the next pack. Curse of the Pierced Heart. There's a Voiceless Spirit. So I think we're going to be red, green, or red, black. So we could take this guy. Or Spider Grasp. I don't think we want the curse. Maybe just Villagers is fine. Village Cannibals. Night Revelers, sure. Could be a sideboard card. So we did not wheel the interlopers. I wasn't really expecting to. So it looks like we're just playing red, green aggro. We have some tools in the tool chest. This card seems pretty good to me with vampires, so maybe we end up trying to shift into black. Maybe if I took the Rakeshare first, I was supposed to not hedge at all and just go straight in and just take the interlopers, but I think the Brimstone Volley pickup in particular is pretty reasonable. Charmbreaker Devils. That's pretty good. Just draws me a card every turn. And I can just cast the same one over and over, so I just need to have one in the graveyard. Brainweavel's not particularly good. Ghoul Razor's medium, but not in my deck. Not very good in my deck. So we'll take this. Morkrit Banshee is a solid card at the top end of the curve. Disciple. Village Ironsmith is nice. It's a little bit worse than it looks, though. Maybe we just take the Banshee, even though not necessarily where we want to be. Boneyard Worm, interesting. I mean, Ironsmith is just not the best because it's hard to flip. Banshee can do good work if nobody plays around it. Falconwrath Noble. Pretty nice. Breathing Horde. Okay, I don't have zombies. Curse card. No. Diregraph Ghoul, medium, but this card seems really good. And it works with my vampire synergy, which would ideally be where I end up. Spider spawning. Patrician. I'm kind of towing the line between red and black. I mean, between green and black. Dark Thicket Wolf is good, but I think with these two black cards, my vampire synergy, I'd rather just get a vampire. Just going to take the Pitch Burns. My curve is going to be high, but maybe we can get some 2-drops later. Hard to say. We do get this Interloper back into the deck. Get a counter if I deal damage. I kind of have other cards that care about that as well. Kind of a high curve, but maybe we can cut some of these cards. But yeah, we'll probably be able to make playables, and Nightbird's Clutches could be good, and we have a couple 2-drops. We need a few more, but... And there's probably another Vampires Drafter, judging by the fact that a few of those Interlopers didn't wheel, but I don't think they were really expected to wheel. They're just fine aggro cards. Getting a late Crossway Vampire is a good sign. Really good combo with the Neonate. Hoping not to play the Pariah. Random 3-drop. The Ridge Wolf. That's not playable. +4/+2. Adding that to one of my flyers could be terrifying. This only costs 2 to activate. I'll take it. I think Charmbreaker Devils could be okay as well. I don't have that many instants and sorceries right now, but you only need a few. Zombie. I don't have zombies. Don't really want a Rotting Fen Snake, but I guess it hits like a truck. Maybe this card could be better as a sideboard card. I think I'm going to sideboard in Night Revelers. Pitchburn Devils maybe isn't where I want to be either. I already have a lot of 5-drops. 3 mana 2/3. 2 mana 1/1. I'll take the Sacrifice Outlet. Maybe I end up with some sack synergies. If my deck needs a 3 mana 2/3 that badly, I'm in trouble. Certainly an interesting deck. I kind of wanted to commit to a theme versus just taking a random blue card. That felt like I would just be spinning my wheels trying to go into a random late game scenario, but I think we sent a few interlopers down the line. I think I don't think I took anything like too good over them. I think I was taking red cards. Did I take a Dark Thicket Wolf over an interloper? I don't think so. Maybe I did. I hope I didn't. I think it was mostly that I took this Brimstone Volley. Okay, Geist Flame is nice. Wow, just great green cards coming around late here. I guess I could still transition back towards a red-green deck. I do have a lot of red cards, and I have good vampire synergies regardless. So I could just play red-green aggro. Okay, what's this? Destroy target land, deals 13 damage to target creature. There's Geist Catcher's Rig, which is just an incredible card. Pretty much just 2 for 1, kill their flyer. Seem to remember this card being very, very good. It's Crossway Vampire again. It's between the Geist Catcher's Rig and the Crossway Vampire. I do like the Crossway Vampire. Just gonna keep my curve low. Brimstone Volley. There's also Ashmouth Hound. I really like that one. And I need 2 drops, but I think removal is also really important, and it can go face. I also could just switch to my red version of the deck. Gain access to 2 Dark Thicket Wolves and an Orchard Spirit. So you need 1 zombie to get started, but after that, it's kind of cool. Moan of the Unhallowed is incredible, though. It is just a beating. You just get so many zombies for 1 card. There is another Crossway Vampire, but I'm going to take the Moan. I think this card is just better. You just get so much power and toughness, and it gives you inevitability, and it's another instant for my Charmbreakers. So, sorry, Crossway Vampire. My deck is looking a little bit more mid-rangey, so getting a Moan is fine. Just gonna need some random power. Instigator Gang. That could be good. I like it. Works well with the Moan that I just got. It's like a little token enabler. Burning Vengeance. Night Terrors. Jeez Louise. Got like an aggro deck with no 2 drops, which is never where you want to be, but Don't see myself playing Bump in the Night, so I'm just going to take that guy. Ooh, Diagraph Ghoul, let's go. Getting me a early drop. So that stops their creatures from blocking. This card can be good in the right spot. I could take Furor. My opponent's deck really isn't aggressive. Maybe this card's okay. I just don't think that's going to be the case ever. Just take Furor of the Bitten, I guess. Solid 5-drop, maybe. Also Traitorous Blood. I already have Nightbird's Clutches, and I'm probably going to wheel the other one. I don't need 5-drops. Just give my Vampire's Flying, could be okay. Just a removal spell, even if it is expensive. It's a 2-drop with haste. Regenerate. We'll take another Nightbird's Clutches. Kind of filling the same role here. A lot of creatures, a little bit of removal. Humans. I don't think I really want the dagger. It's a bit expensive to equip. Interesting draft, though. Don't know if I'm going to want to play the Manor Skeleton. Might just not be strong enough. Even if it is a 2-drop. I'm going to have some good curve outs. I left myself very narrow options early in the draft by taking such a committal card and then trying to build around it. But I think my red-green deck might have just ended up better. Like, if I had committed to it, I don't think it's better here because I do have some good black cards like Moan and things like that. I've got these 3 cards that are all relatively playable, so I can cut like this thing. It's just not good enough. Ridge Wolf maybe, or maybe this thing. Don't think that card's particularly good. Yeah, I think we're going to run it like this maybe and go 16 lands, though I do have some tough mana requirements. I'm going to run it like this and run 17 lands. So by color, yep, we're just going to go 9-8 because I do have double black cards to cast. I have a lot of double red cards, though, so maybe I do want to go 10-7. Yeah, 10-7 seems better. Okay, that's going to do it for the draft portion. Definitely an interesting one. I expected to get more 2-drops, but they didn't have as many good ones as I was hoping for. I think I just needed to lower my standards and take a couple of those like random silversmiths or whatever, but should be an interesting one to play, and I'll see you folks in the matches. Before I get to the games, I want to give a huge shout out to all of the patrons who support my content, my channel, at patreon.com/NicolaiBolas, and special shout out to those at the credits level. It is thanks to Patreon support that I'm able to make as many videos as I do, so if you found my videos to be of some value, maybe they've helped you win a couple of extra games on the arena ladder, or maybe you've crushed your FNM because of some of my advice, and you want to help me continue making the videos, then Patreon is the best way to do so, and as my way of saying thank you, you even gain access to some pretty cool Patreon exclusive rewards, like access to my card-by-card grade spreadsheet, my tier list for Crimson Vow, which is an excellent bonus resource to help you crush your competition, especially early on in the format when a lot of people don't know how to evaluate the cards. But anyway, I do hope you are enjoying the video so far, regardless of whether or not you decide to become a patron, and without further ado, let's get to the games. Welcome to round 1. If you're enjoying the video so far, be sure to hit that thumbs up button, subscribe for more content. This is about as good as I can expect. I'll move this up so you can see my full hand. Got a 3-drop into 4-drop into 5-drop. I don't have a lot of 2-drops in my deck, so this is pretty much where we reside. Nightbird's Clutches could be good for getting this Stormkirk patrol in. They're getting started early. The Patrician. Ranged Assistance is a very good 2-drop. Not only does it get you mana, but it also mills you, which is very relevant in this format. Raven Sentry. I realize now that that's going to block things, so once my hand is empty enough, I'll shift these things down. It transforms into what? Jeez Louise. I keep blocking it. Okay. Transforms into a 5/4 trample whenever another creature you control dies. That's interesting. I'll play this guy because it'll make my other guys hit harder. Even if this trades, I'm okay with that. They milled the Elite Inquisitor. They might have just been in my draft. Maybe I was passing to them. So if they ever miss a turn and this thing flips, that's pretty terrifying. We just have to close this for now because it can't show off my cards. It transforms into a 5/5 and it includes itself, so it hits as an 8/5 trampler. Oh, this card's really good. Yeah, that's just insane. And this thing will flip if I am not careful. But yeah, that card's going to be hard to beat on turn 4 most of the time. Just a very good rare. I could like get a Charmbreaker Devils plus Nightbird's Clutches combo going. And just make 2 guys unable to block every turn. Could be good. Like I make this thing unable to block and like one unable to block or something. And then it just comes back every turn. Oh, that's really good for me. Please attack me for 1. Chip in, yes. Chip in for 2. Oh my gosh. I could just kill them here, depending on what they do. And if they don't have a guy, this thing will flip. They have to play something. Oh my gosh. It becomes nighttime. This is insane. Do I kill them? They must have something. What? I won? Holy heck. That's insane. This thing is 12 power. This thing makes all my stuff massive. Nice. Protecting from vampires, werewolves, and from zombies. Well, that's good against my deck of a lot of vampires. They have a lot of humans, it looks like. So this thing could be okay at the top end. That card, okay, I guess. I'm just going to hope they don't draw their bomb rare, I think. I can bring that in. Maybe I don't want it, though. Jeez Louise. That was nice. Nice little victory there. Compelling, some might say. Oh my gosh. On the draw, I can't keep this, I don't think, without black mana. Oh my gosh. That's why I kind of wanted to go 9-8. I can keep this, though, and then I'll ditch the Ridge Wolf. So if I can go Rakish Air into Crossway Vampire. So if they played a range tournament and I get to zap it here, that'd be really good for me. Yep. Come on, big time land next turn. My Rakish Air could just take over the game. If I draw a land, that's kind of what I built my deck around, was that rare, so could be good. No! Bad deck. Probably going to lose because of that, but such is life. Cost 4 to flashback. They might... Oh, they didn't miss a land drop. Sometimes it goes like that. I am playing 17 lands. The first hand was tough because I just didn't have a swamp. This one's tough because I don't have any lands. If only I had a land to kill this with my Brimstone Volley before it was too late. Rakish Air. Probably just dead to this 5-4, but we'll keep trying. Maybe we can make a trade happen and then use our Brimstone Volley. See what they're going to use. Oh, they do have a counter. Oh, why didn't they return one of my lands? Yep, we die. That was just unfortunate. Let's get a better game 3 draw. We're going to run it back. Just kind of unfortunate that we didn't hit our lands. I think we would have really easily won that game if we had. Good to know that they have that really clunky counterspell in their deck. We are going to keep this hand. We need to hit a land to make it worthwhile, but I mean, our deck is... I don't know, we have some good cards in our hand. We have an actual play for turn 2, which is nice. Even though Crossway Vampire won't be maximized in this hand, we have some good draws. Generally, the weaker your deck is, the less you want to mulligan a lot of the time, because you can't like get bailed out by pure card quality. And getting an early Falcon Wrath Noble could get in a lot of damage. Nice. Cobbled Wings is nothing too impressive. It's decent with some of our early creatures. Oh, they can kill our enchantment. What do you hear? Come on, deck. We need one more land, and then we're good to go. If they equip the Fox, we will probably block. But if they don't equip the Fox, then we will not block. Punished. Hopefully we can draw a land, get this Instigator gang down, and then Falconwrath Noble. Ah. So we're both stuck on lands, but they've had a little bit more to do. Oh, that could be good. I wonder why they didn't equip or anything. Sure. If they attack with the priest, I'll trade. But I feel like they're just going to be using their priest to tap my guy now. It is a tad unfortunate that I can't buy a land. Kind of losing 2 games in a row to it. I mean, this hand I did choose to keep, obviously. But in the last game, I was on the draw. I had a tough one that I had to keep, I think. This time I'm in a similar boat. Just never lucky. This is just super unfortunate. Really unfortunate there. We just never could get the land we needed. I mean, obviously they're going to tap it. Dang it. Feels bad. For sure. They might even have lethal. Yeah, they do have lethal. I'll block there. They can sacrifice something to make this big. I can't block there because they can flip it at instant speed. Fudge. Just never drew my lands. That's a frustrating way to lose, but we'll see you next round. Welcome to round 2. We'll play first. This hand is begrudgingly keepable. We don't have any of our powerful cards. But again, I don't really want to mulligan when my deck is already a bit weak. Because you kind of tend to need all your resources, and we have some expensive cards. Just a little bit. Our deck didn't get the 2 drops it needed. I didn't really see the good 2 drops really. After like the first 3 picks or something. But the last match was just really unfortunate because I didn't get to play the second or third game really. Mulch. So they get 2 lands. Nice. Just a turn late on that. Vampire Interloper. Still going to be mana efficient, though. I might just be used to an unreasonably high standard for 2 drops as well. Okay, so they've got a Sultai Brew going. Oh my gosh. That card is very strong. You betcha I'll block. And now, like, I'm not going to let them flip over that, but now that I have my 2 flyers, I'll try to race them in the air while they get a zombie horde. And then Charmbreaker Devils will find, like, Brimstone Volleys, hopefully. I have them on a 3-turn clock. Charmbreaker Devils gets a little bit better if the Alchemist starts flipping spells. I have a lot of creatures, so they're going to hit a lot of zombies here. Do they have a big counterspell or something? Probably not. I have no reason to suspect a counterspell, probably just removal. Oh. Wow, they had nothing. Okay. Oh, that's brutal. Ouch. So it's mostly a 2 for 2 because they did suicide their zombie token, but still not a great feeling. And they get a couple zombies. Not ideal. Hmm. And if they keep milling me, they're eventually going to mill my Geist Flame. And I'm going to get my Moan. Pitchburn Devils. And don't fear, they'll never be able to block it. And if they kill it, I can zap them, so I'm not really afraid of any blockers. I'm mostly just afraid of them having multiple removals, which they probably don't have, based on the way this has gone. And if they do try to hit me with the Alchemist, I'll let them mill me. Yep, they get a couple of cards. They did mill a Brimstone Volley. Sure. Ah! So they can mill me for 8. That's not enough. Or they can hit me for 5. And I can block their 2/2s with my 2/3. No! There's Geist Flame. I think I still have a second Brim. Oh no, there's my second Brimstone Volley. Boom, we got the win in game 1. Okay, okay. They have a lot of zombies. Do we have anything with protection from zombies? I do not. In that case, I kind of want to run it back. Man, the flying plan really got the job done there. Our game 1s have been very close. Hopefully we can seal the deal in game 2 this time. Cobbled Wings did a lot of work there. I think 2 Nightbird's clutches is too many, but we don't really have better options. They had that really sick Prey Upon Morkurt Banshee turn. This is a keeper, I think. Again, we need to draw a land, but I trust my deck. On the draw, you're very likely to hit your third land. On the play, a little bit less so. Blazing Torch. Can't be blocked by vampires. Good thing I'm not planning on blocking. I wonder if they main decked that or sideboarded it in. Mulchin. Hitting 2 lands again. Nice. They have a curse in their deck. Ooh, we hit a land. Not the one we wanted, but still. That's why we have a 10-7 split. We got punished by the 10-7 split. Okay, they don't have a zombie. This is where a mountain would come in handy. My handy-dandy Mountaina. Wow, they're playing that card. Interesting. Doesn't look particularly good to me. Land, yes. Wrong type, but still. So this can be used to kill... I'm just going to do that now, so they can't block. I don't really want to have my Falconwrath Noble hit by the torch. So I'd rather do that. Yep. It's not mana efficient at all, but I think it's fine. Because I think my Falconwrath Noble should do good work, and this Typhoid Wrath is just going to get zapped by the Geist Flame. They only have 1 card left in their hand. Interesting. Nice. The Noble is here. And then every time we do anything, it'll be pretty good for us. And we can use our Charmbreaker Devils to buy back our Brimstone Volley every turn. No! They got value out of it. Unfortunate. But our Geist Flame will be waiting. And we can use our Charm Devils. Let's do this. We will try to set up our Morkurt Banshee. They know we have it, but it's relatively well disguised. We haven't done anything too blatant. This is fine. We could have just played the Morkert Banshee, but... Oh, they've got their blue source. They can put our card back on top of our library if they want. Wow, they're just 2 for 1 central. 2 for 1ing themselves. And we can kill them next turn, I think, with our Charmbreaker Devils if they don't have removal. Like Equip, Brimstone their face, Geistling their face. Just hits them for 1 billion. I can even kill their Undead Alchemist. I don't even have to commit to pure face. Because the Devils itself does a ton of damage. Got the win. Nice. We got a match win. Let's see if we can pull off the 2-1. But the deck that's actually pretty cool. The Charmbreaker Devils is sweet. We got some decent synergies, and hopefully we can do some cool stuff in the final round. See you there. Welcome to the final round. We have won the die roll. And we can keep this hand. Wow, we actually have the Bloodcrazed Neonate in our opening hand, along with Nightbird's Clutches to maybe punch it through, or hopefully a Geist Flame even. On the play with Bloodcrazed Neonate, this card seems really hard to use. But it could really take over the game in the right situation. I'm excited to see how it does. Wow. Totally dumpstered instantly. Well, if I draw a land, then my Cobbled Wings is really good. Otherwise, I'll have the Nightbird's Clutches, presumably. Doom Traveler's cool, though. Come on, land. No! Bum, 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 bum. I mean, I don't have anything better to do. I'm not going to play Cobbled Wings onto an empty this. Here. Oh, man, that would have been so good if I could have just hit that land to get the Cobbled Wings rolling instantly. Oh, they're attacking me back. Okay, they think they can race it, or they have a removal spell or something. Wow, what do they have? Well, now we know we can put the Cobbled Wings on whenever we want. What do they have? What? I'm so confused. They just attacked in for no reason. They didn't even force me to use my Cobbled Wings. They just think they can win this race. That's worrisome. Well, joke's on you, buddy. I have the old Cobbled Wings to keep this guy rolling through the skies. Here he comes, Bloodcrazed Neonate, ready for action. Reporting for duty. I mean, soon we're going to be able to burn them out. We have 7 points of burn, more if we have a trade first. And we have a 5/4 flyer on turn 5. It's just cruising. Let's go. Our deck feels interesting because I feel like we didn't quite get there, but our deck still has a lot of powerful pieces and synergies. Yeah, we're definitely not blocking. Maybe they have a board sweeper or something. No, they do not. Well, we're going to attack. And we have 2 burn spells that can kill them. So, once again, winning game 1. Big play here. This deck is exciting. It's like every time we hit a 2-drop, it's like, wow, our deck is really curving out. Oh, a flyer. Oh, Treble Prep. Travel Prep is really good. We are going to Geist Flame them now. I could have used Nightbird's Clutches. That might have been better. Reveals slightly less info. Okay, so they have some humans. This guy could be good. We didn't see any removal or interaction. I think I'm just going to run it back. Let's go. The Neonate's probably worse on the draw, but our deck is built to kind of optimize it with like the unblockable stuff. Oh my gosh, we're going to keep this on the draw. Again, classic sketchy hand here, but Rakish Air into Crossway Vampire is a pretty good start. If we can find some swamps, we'll be good. I don't know. It's tough. Definitely not looking good against turn 1 Abyssin's Pilgrim. Oh, yes it is. Diregraph Ghoul, say hello. That's a nice little start. Hitting a swamp there. That was one of the other things about the hand, was it had that upside if it did hit a swamp on the first turn. Oh no, that card is so good. Oh no, and they have another 1-drop. Oh, yikes. Yikers. Jeepers, creepers. Interloper. Okay, swamp is a fine fallback plan there. Lets me play my Moan. They are off to a rampaging start here. They have Travel Prep, I'm in trouble. I am definitely worried about what they might be presenting here. Oh, okay, Selfless Cathar. My Geist Flame is looking incredible in this matchup. They only have 2 cards left because they have been curving out a Storm. I'm not going to attack here. I'm just going to hold back, play defense. Figured they would tap it. My Rakish Air down. Next turn, Moan of the Unhallowed is going to be so good. Moan of the Unhallowed is great. And then my Morkrit Banshee can maybe take out this Abyssinian Pilgrim if I'm lucky. If I can force a trade, which they will probably want to do with my Rakish Air. One of the benefits of Rakish Air. Okay, Voiceless Spirit. Wow, this is just like the best possible matchup for Geist Flame ever. We're Moaning the Unhallowed. Yeah, I wasn't planning on attacking into your first striker, but thanks for the offer. I can Crossway Vampire and then smack him. Oh, a Vigilance creature. I see. Hello there. What are they doing? They're attacking with their only deterrent. So I can stop this thing. They tap that. I smack them for 6. Wow, that's big. I'm pretty happy with that. Getting that Cathar off the battlefield is nice. I could have even just done both damage to the Cathar so they don't get a 1/1 flyer. Looks like I'll be fine, though. This priest to me is a problem, but I'll be able to attack in and use my Banshee to take it down. Hopefully. Oh, maybe I'll have to kill the mob with the Banshee. Probably going to tap the Crossway Vampire now. Yep. We will force the trade. Banshee there. Stupid tapper. Gotta hate the tapper. Making my life difficult. The mob is scary, but hopefully I can send that to the maw of hell, as the saying goes. No! I have been smited. The monster. They're attacking for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I'm going to go to 4 here. Oh, this is close. Land? No land. This is intense. Oh, depending on how they attack, I can maybe send my Stormcrook Patrol to the skies. Probably have Travel Prep or some pump spell. 5 mana. What are they doing? What is happening? And they're attacking both! This gives me so many outs. They might just be dead. Yeah, they're just dead on board now because of my Cobbled Wings. Cobbled Wings was low-key an MVP. So I could just kill the Grizzled Outcast, attack with all, they block here, they take 7. Or I could Cobbled Wings, equip this, they take 4 from that, they can block my 2 biggest creatures. I like that play better. They both win, but this one's more stylish. Got there. Wow, that was a razor close game. Classic Razor's Edge. But we got there. Wow, nice 2-1 with the deck. We could have done a little bit better, but we lost the first round, had some mana issues. But I think 2-1 with that deck is very nice. Went 4-0 and our game's kind of insane there. Very happy with that. Nice little deck we had here. Some takeaways. I'm going to try with some general takeaways because not everyone's going to be drafting Innistrad Flashback drafts. Let's just say 2-drops are very important. We only had a couple of them, and we had the Diagraph Ghoul, which is kind of like a 2-drop, so about 3 less early drops than we'd like. And we definitely felt that. It made our early curve outs a lot worse. Also, mana issues were certainly a thing. We had to mulligan one game because we didn't have the Swamp to go Diagraph Ghoul into Vampire Interloper, and we just had all, like, mountains, which just made that hand like unplayable on the play, I think. And so mana is really important. If those were like red cards, we could have just totally curved out and maybe won that game, but we had to mulligan instead. So mana is very important. Having double colored of both colors is a little bit awkward. Makes the mana base a little bit tricky. Another thing is that cards like Nightbird's Clutches or Cobbled Wings can certainly get the job done in the right deck. They really performed well for us. And then Chainbreaker Devils, you don't need to like Charmbreaker Devils with certain rares. You don't need to like be like, oh, I have to be a spell deck. You just need to realize, oh, I just need one spell that I can get back over and over. So we definitely met that requirement. We kind of had the little theme of dealing damage and getting counters. It was interesting to try and build around Rakish Air, taking that early and then kind of being like, well, we can maybe build around vampires in a way that other players are not incentivized to do. Geist Flame felt really impressive. Definitely a good card, and felt like there was a lot of cards to kill with that. And yeah, that's just some takeaways. If you did enjoy this video, remember to hit that thumbs up button, subscribe for more content on the channel, and comment below with your questions, thoughts, and feedback. You can support my content on Patreon, which is linked below, and you can also find the NicolaiBolas Discord server, my articles, NicolaiBolas merchandise, and all sorts of stuff like that linked in the description down below. That is going to do it for this Innistrad draft, though. I hope you enjoyed it. If you made it all the way till the end, in the comment section down below, leave hashtag vampires get it done, because that was pretty cool. Or hashtag cobbled victories. That's even better. Hashtag cobbled victories, because the Cobbled Wings really carried us. So let me know you made it all the way till the end of the video. It's always fun to see who does. That is going to do it, though. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will talk to you next time.